Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Happy Black History Month. Listening to James Brown say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Also, the letter A in sign language. Anyway, for African American or just Black American with a B, okay? Anyway, um, so it's Black History Month. So I thought I'd just go through a couple of things that have to do with us. I'm wearing my little African outfit here. You guys can't see the back, but it's got like a design on it. Anyway, it don't matter. So a couple of things I want to talk about that have dealing with black people. Okay, so you know those sayings that your parents have, like back in the day, like, you know, and it's not just them, but I guess everybody says, well, honey, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. And I always think, well, I don't want to catch any flies. But or they'll say things like, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Yuck, why would I want to skin a cat? Or they'd have all these sayings, like different things. But anyway, one of the things I want to talk about today is and I only mentioned that because somebody had mentioned, anyway, different sayings that our parents had. But what I don't understand is when black people go away to like Europe or they travel to other countries, they want to let other black people know that they travel to other countries. And I have a friend upstate who was in the service. And I said to him, I said, it must be so nice being in the service. You travel around the world and you see all these places. And he said to me, there's lots of beautiful places in the United States too. And there probably are. And most of us who've been to Europe and other places have not even been to all 50 states in America. Now, I'm not saying there's anything bad about going to other countries because people want to pick up and see how other people live. And it kind of like makes you feel kind of like elite. I've been somewhere where other people haven't even been out of their own town. So I just think that sometimes, we need to just chill it, because a couple things could be going on. Some people can barely afford to go from, say, the Bronx to Manhattan, let alone from Manhattan or the Bronx to Spain or Paris or Germany or London or wherever you're going to go. The thing is that we're not all we don't all have the opportunities to go to those places. But wherever we are, we need to try to make the best of it. And yes, America is tough for people who look like us. Anyone with brown skin, anyone who's definitely a black American, forget about it, okay? Um, it's really, really tough at times, but we have to be able to hold it together and not put each other down. We're not all, well traveled, and that's okay. You know, people will get their term. Some people die and they don't go anywhere except for maybe the United States. But at the end of your journey, is anyone going to say while you're laying in the coffin or while you're being put in an incinerator and being burned to ashes, are they going to say, man, now there goes a person who really traveled around the world? Nobody really cares. This is for your own experience. I don't really think you need to let it overlay on anyone else, and as far as making them feel like they're less than you are, because, and I'm not saying people do, that they're less than you are because you have traveled, well, you've had that opportunity, and that's a beautiful thing, to go and see other places and how other cultures are. you know um for some people it's good, for some people just make them even more mixed up. So um so I'm just saying, for black people who have done that and other people who haven't, they just either have had other priorities, and so be open-minded about it. Not just that, they're ignorant or they just don't want to go. But the truth is that people do spend their money on what they want to spend it on. Some people would spend hundreds of, maybe thousands of dollars a year on weed, thousands of dollars a year on alcohol, thousands of dollars on food. At the end of the year, you've spent several $1,000s on these things. And yes, you could take that money if you want to. If you're, really thinking, you could probably spend it on something else, like maybe a trip to another country. But just between me and you, it's kind of dangerous to go anywhere now. I mean, there are people trying to come into the country. They want to stay because they're scared. They don't want to go. And, one thing about Americans, even if we're Black Americans, if there is somebody who's desperate and in need, we will take advantage of that situation. If they need a place to hide out, because they're afraid, we'll take them in. We'll take them in. We'll take them in, and if they're cooking and cleaning and taking care of and doing all the things that we don't want to do, it's like anybody. Why you think Mr. Charlie and Miss Loretta didn't want slavery to end? Because they were getting free labor. Folks stayed in their house, took care of their babies, walked their dogs, took care of their animals, slopped the hogs, slopped the pigs, did everything for them. They didn't have to do anything. Mow the lawn, shovel the snow, whatever needed to be done. They owned a person to do that. We don't want to be like that, you know? We really don't want to be like that. I know that it's an opportunity, but the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. The other thing I want to talk about Black History Month is a lot of times you ever go into a store and as soon as you walk in, the salesperson is following you. They got a bell on the door. The bell ding-a-ling. This is when I was growing up, the bell ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. They know when somebody comes in, especially if it's a small store, like a small little drugstore, like where we were growing up. And the person comes right over. As soon as you walk in, may I help you? And you haven't even gotten into the place yet. And now, remember the time Oprah Winfrey couldn't even get in because she didn't have any makeup on? So they just thought she was just some heavy Black woman, from the project somewhere trying to get into the store. I forget which store it was. Was it Bergdorf? I don't know. I'm just saying it might not have been that, but it could have been that. But anyway, they follow you around. And so my my stepson said he just figured it's because he's beautiful, so they're following him around. That's a good way to think, I think. They're following you around because they're in awe of you. Wow, look at that beautiful complexion. Look at that hair. Look at that style. Look at how beautiful. These people are amazing, That's one way to think of it. But in reality, they're saying, we want to watch you because we know that all of you are crooks, criminals, thieves, and we have to watch our store before you rob us blind. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, okay, Miss Snowflake, Miss Loretta's daughter, Miss Becky, and, Mr. Charlie's son, little Daniel, they are cleaning the place out, okay? Because we are the distraction. They know Black people come in, they're going to follow them around. It's always been unfair like that, but you know what? It is what it is. You got to try to have a positive attitude about every little thing that you do, okay? Because if not, they'll make you crazy. That's all I'm saying. And for those who are saying, they like to call you a racist if you're, pro-Black. Oh, you're a racist. Well, the truth is you can't be a racist if you're a Black person in America. There's no power to stop you from getting an education. There's no power to stop you from where you want to live. There's no pull yourselves together. Discriminate, prejudice, bias, bigotry, we can be all those things. But you ain't going to be racist. I don't care. You might have a racist attitude and think that your race is the best because you're Black, but that don't make it so. You ain't got no power to do anything with that. You can think whatever you want. I'm just saying. I am just saying, okay? So welcome to Black History Month, where so many of our inventors and our scientists and our leaders and our educators and, did I say inventors? Have been just completely ignored. And the only ones they want to talk about is Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, I love me some Dr. Martin Luther King. But he was not the only person. Nobody wants to talk about Malcolm X. I wonder why. But the truth of the matter is we have lots and lots and lots of Black people who've done lots and lots and lots of wonderful things for this country, building this country, fighting for this country, everything for this country. But we got nothing but the boot. The Jews got their reparations. The Japanese got their reparations. They don't even want to talk about us. In fact, they're trying to milk down and water down every black American that they can find in the world. So therefore, if they have people that are mixed, they don't have to worry about whether you're black or whether you're white. And they'll choose something that looks similar to them over you. But you know what? As James Brown said it, I don't care what. I like my hair. My hair is the way God made it. It's natural. It grows long. It grows as long as you can get it. It grows so long it's heavy as heck. It grows when it's in its natural state. Your complexion is beautiful. We come in so many different shades and so many different colors. Who wouldn't want to be us? We have such curves, our behinds. I mean, everybody talks about behinds now. When before, a couple of decades ago, it's like, look at that fat behind. Oh, that's so disgusting. Our lips are so full and so beautiful. And yeah, I got a little bit of boo-boo right there because it's from stitches. But you know what? Our lips are beautiful. They're full. They're fabulous. And everybody now goes and gets injections so much that they start looking like ducks. Okay? They want to know about our hair. They want to know about our lips. They want to know about our butts. And the curves of our body is just so wonderful. And all the black women of the world are phenomenal. And don't ever let anyone take that away from you. Okay? Black men, you are kings. You are queens. You are fabulous. You are smart. You are brilliant. We all are. Don't let anyone take that away from us. We only get 1 month, the Black History Month, where we can actually talk about us, because otherwise we offend everyone else. Everyone is offended. I have people who I've known for years that I thought were okay. They became offended when you talk about being black, when you talk about helping your people. Black people aren't allowed to say anything about helping our own. Where if you're Arabic, or if you're Indian, or if you're, Hispanic or white, Italian, anything, Irish, you can have a group of people that's just about you and just helping your own, including your youth. But when black people do that, oh, you're a racist. You're not supposed to do that. Why aren't you opening up? Because you want to take everything away. So don't be ashamed of your blackness. Don't be ashamed of it. Black is beautiful, honey. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I tell you, that's what my James Brown said. And I'm all for it. Okay? I'm all for saying it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And that's just the way it is, Anyway, we will be talking more this month about Black history stuff. So don't let nobody make you feel like you're not worthy. And we need to fight for what we want, because it's not going to be given to us. And it don't matter. Over 400 years without any kind of Social Security, without any kind of pension. Please, you can't ever tell us that we're lazy, because we definitely are not. Okay? Have a good one. I'm just saying, tune in, like the show. We'll talk later. All right? I'm just saying. Talk to you soon. Say it loud. Black and I'm proud.